we're going to do a video, you all. This is what we're going to do. And let's hope that I have went live. We're going to see. All right, we are here, the Anunnaki and the fish. Yes, so I'm just going to wait a moment. Actually, I'm going to try to go into, let me see if I can do this. If I can open this up, I can open this up. I'm just going to wait a moment. Actually, I'm going to try to. Yes, we've got this going right here. So, so I've been thinking. I've been wondering, what am I going to do a live video on? That's what I've been thinking. What am I going to do a live video on? So I've just been sitting here and thinking throughout the day. Can you hear me? I hope you can hear me. Hello, Christina Faith. Hello. Let me see if I can do something really fast. I want to go to the one place. All right, Christina Faith, hello. It looks like it is just you in that chat right now, but that is quite all right. It really is all right. Can you hear me, Christina? Yes, Queen Karma. Hello. Well, greetings to you too. I want to try to put this right here in front of me so I can see it. Just scoot it a little bit closer, you all. I know this is early for me to do a video. It's really early. But I got things going on later. So I'm just sitting here. We're going to look at this. Because we hear a lot of talk about the Anunnaki. And you wonder what they look like. And you know, they supposed to have like these beaks and stuff like this. But this one picture that we saw. Let me get to it. If I can get over here to this, we're going to look at this, you all, and I hope this is okay. Just the screen right here. I'm wondering, okay, this Anunnaki is dressed in a fish suit with human feet and a human head and human arms and hands. But why does he have a fish suit on? And then I'm thinking, do they come from the sea? Are they in the sea? I'm thinking that too. Hello. Hello. Let me flip this around to me. Hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello from my heart to yours. Thank you for joining me. Let's flip this back around, you all. So we know that the symbol, they use symbols a lot. The symbol for Christianity is a fish. So I'm sitting there thinking, why is this Anunnaki, why has it got a fish suit on it, and why does it matter? Okay, why does it matter that this Anunnaki is dressed in a fish suit? That's a really good question to ask. It really is. Yes, hello, King Ahukamendo. Hello. Let me flip this around to me. I don't know. Do I need some more light on me, King Ahukamendo? Yeah, you're going to tell me if I need some light on me. Because I can make it happen. I really can. Am I on here? Yeah. I need some more light. I got to find my light. Well, I got this light within me, but it's not bright enough in this instant. What did I do with my light, you all? My light control. That is just about right. I lost it. I'm going to tip this thing over looking for my light. Gina, what did you do with your light? I lost my light. That's about right. Well, yeah, yes, I am a light, but I had a button that I could turn up a light on you. I really did. And I don't know what I've done with it. Yeah, I'm going to flip this back around. And you all just wait right there because I don't know what I've done with my light. Let me flip this back to the screen. This is so strange. How did that light disappear? I don't have it in my pocket or anything, you all. Wow, that is so strange. I don't see it nowhere. Well, I guess you're going to have to look at me. You're just going to have to look at me with some little shadow on me. That's what you're going to have to do. Look at me with some shadow on me. Yes. Well, it kind of is kind of like a fish suit. All right, but I'm going to get to this. I'm going to get to this thing. I've got this on me. Look at this, you all. So, I'm going to cancel that. So I was sitting there thinking, okay, let's look at these symbols. I'm just going to take you. We're going to look at this. I've got this open. Can you see that well enough? All these different symbols right here. All these different symbols. I don't know where this is, but this is a fish. Okay, that's a fish. And then you have the Anunnaki in this fish outfit. So that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Then you have this picture, a god fish. That's what it says. A god fish. Let me see if I can do this, you all. So I want to, no, I can't do it like that because I didn't prepare. That's okay. So we got this god fish. It's got a fish and look, it's got the head of the fish on top its head. So that's really interesting. That's really interesting. So we got this head up here, this fish on its head. And if we come over here, because I know I got something on here somewhere, I better have something on here. So you got that fish on the head right up there. See how its mouth is open? And then look, they got this fish on their head too. Its mouth is open. Look at that. Isn't that strange? That's really strange. So he's got a hat with it looks like it has a mouth open on its head. And if we scroll back over here, we're going to look at this other one really fast. That mouth is open on top of his head. And, well, we got another fish thing right there, but they're wearing a fish. So, you can see right there, and you can see right there. Why would the church choose to have that symbol? That's what I'm wondering. Why would they choose to have that symbol of a fish, and the Anunnaki, have the fish symbol on it, like just like that? And of course, this is that A-N-K-H, the Ankh, or however you would say it. And they got their watch. You think they were time travelers? They could have been time travelers. Yeah. George, let me talk to George. George, honey, what are you talking about? Let me come over here to see what you're saying. Be cautious and respectful. This is no child's play. This really is not child's play, and this is not any disrespect being said. Okay, it's not. So let's look at this, you all. Let's go back to this right here. We're going to go back to that screen. Not that screen. Oh, Gina, what do you got going on? You all, I cannot nag. Now, you made me knock my screen off, George. Now I've got to go back into my movie maker. It's a good thing I saved it. I saved it in my project. Because if I didn't, it's gone. Yeah. No, I want to keep my changes that I had. Okay, let's go back to this screen. You all, I can't look at the comments. I'm just telling you, I cannot look at the comments and focus on what I'm doing. So I don't mean no disrespect. If I don't read your comments, I don't. I'm just trying to focus on. So we got these ancient symbols of fishes right here, and you got the Anunnaki. He's got a fish suit on. and he's got a fish suit on, and he's got the fish on his head. And what is interesting is, let's get over here to it. They got a fish on there. Looks like they have the opening of a fish on their head too. And here, I don't know who this is. I really don't. But I know who this is. I do. So let's go back here. So it's on his head. And then look at this. Are these the Anunnaki too? Is that who they are? Because I don't know. Let me count this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I don't know what these lines mean. I can't read that lighting. But these look like giant beings. And these look like little babies is what they look like. Little babies. Look at this. So here's another thing with fish. They're holding the fish there also. And then, okay, we have another Anunnaki. He's got wings. And this is like, is this Inky or Inlo or somebody? They got a fish body kind of like on the bottom of their legs. Look at that. And then look, this has been defaced to where you can't see the upper half of this fish suit. I'm really wondering about this fish and the Anunnaki. I really am. I'm really wondering about it. So look at this symbol right here. I don't know who that is either, you all. I don't. I don't know who they are. All I know is we've got this fish right here, and they're carrying these things around. They got the pine cone too. Isn't this pine cone supposed to be representative of like the pineal gland or something like that? Look, they have different faces. This is the human one. This is the one with a beak. And this is the one that looks like a fish. Why is there 3 different types? Okay, I have to turn the camera around for this one. So I want to know, why is there 3 different types of beings? Why do their faces look different? That's what I'm wondering. Why do they look different? Yeah, that's what's really strange. Mr. Sasquatch, well, there's something is fishy, kinda. Yeah. King Ohuka Mindo, yes, that's right, you are. Because this is, I really am wondering about this now. I really am. Now, see, look. This could even be on the, I don't know where this is at. Is this at the Vatican or something? But they got these symbols right here. And then we got this symbol right here. Now, you know this is ancient. This is really ancient. You know, just let's stop and think. Why would they go and destroy and deface archaeological statues and all of this kind of stuff? Why would they do that? That's a really good question. Why would they do that? Is it because they want to erase the history so that the generations that come after, they don't know what the history is, and or they can't make it out? Because, you know, that didn't have to happen to this, but it did. And, you know, I know over time things erode, but still, why? And it's just like the Taliban. When they first went into Afghanistan, you know, they went and destroyed all of those ancient monuments, statues, and everything. I thought, oh my gosh, there's centuries and centuries of historical accounts destroyed. And I thought, why? Because I love archaeology. So let's look at this. Now, I'm not sure if this is real or not. I really ain't. I don't know about this thing. They look kind of serious right there. They really do. Look at the Eye of Horus. Is this real, you all? Because I'm not. What's these cats have to do with stuff? That's right. Where do the cats have to go? Yes. Yes. They did it to Tartaria too. Yeah. So I did peek at the comments, but only ever so briefly. So I'm just wondering what is going on. Look at that. So look at that. Isn't that interesting right here? Look, they even have this ankh, whatever you want to call it. I don't think do these women have like reptile bottoms? Do they have like a reptile body at the bottom part of them? Or no, that's their leg. Okay, they have a leg. They have a leg and a foot. They do. But this thing, it has arms extending up, and you see that big old red thing right there. You know, that kind of reminds me of the Lord of the Rings, like the Eye of Sauron, or Sauron, whatever it is. Yeah, let's now, okay, so we see that. And then, okay, we got this Anunnaki right here. We got this pine cone. Then we got this ring. Look at this. We got this fish on the ring. And you got this thing that's kind of upside down. And it kind of reminds me of this. And this. It really does, because it looks like this. It does. It kind of reminds me of that. And then this looks like this. It does. That and that look the same. Isn't that strange? That is strange. And then we have this. So why do we have this in his hand? It looked like a key. It really does. Now see, they got this. Is that Horus with the beak, or Seth? I don't know. See, look at this. They look like a key and kind of look like that, which kind of look like that, you all. And I know I'm clicking fast, but yeah, I was thinking, okay, what's in the middle of that? Is that a scarab right there? Yeah, look at this. So he's got these on the edges of them. And then they got this. Yes, you all. So, which brings us back to this fish. This, do you think that they came or they live in the ocean since they've got a fish body? Do you? They could live in the ocean with a fish body. They could. And you know, where did the story of mermaids come from? Let me flip this around. I had to move my camera, is what I had to do. I had to move my camera. Oh, there I am right there, you all. I'm on here. So yeah, I moved my camera from way up there on the wall. So what about mermaids? Okay, mermaids. And then they have the man from Atlantis. You ever remember that? He had webbed fingers. Why did they even show a show? Yeah, like that. The man from Atlantis with webbed feet. And then, you know, we got this, let me flip it back over here. Then we got this, right here. This God. This God being. And they were like gods back then. They were. All of that, you all. It's a representation of a continuous life in a woman's womb. Okay, well, let's look at this. So, why did they got hats like that look like the fish head? Okay, and then we've got this. So, why all of this symbolism? See, and we know this is the Anunnakis. And then we've got this. And then you all, where did these reptilians fit in? Where did these reptilians fit in? You see they're like snakes. And they turn into, I think they turn into upright humans, and then they sit. But then I think this is their form, and they can take on a human form, I think. See, look at that. So do you think that's what these did? They had a snake. Hey, that's like the Naka. That's like the Naka, you all. I think I read something on the YouTube and I did a story about the Nagas or something. They were serpents, and yet they could take on the body of a human. You remember that? Look how small these are. And look how big those are. So who are they? Who are they? Are these the Anunnaki too? I don't know. See, that's what's getting me. Because this is clearly like reptilians, but they don't have no fish bodies. They don't have a fish body. They got snake bodies. So who are they? Yes, the Naga. Thank you. Yeah. Shape-shifting. That's what they did. So I want to know who these are and where do they fit in? Where do they fit in? Because they look like serpents. This really looks like they can transform into a human. And you see their tail, they got a tail, you all. But then, and look. See, they got a reptile head. They got babies. She looked like she's holding her baby. And then we've got these. But then if we look at these, some of these look like I hope they got like little dresses on or something, skirts. But that looks kind of like an Anunnaki symbol. Now, I'm not good with this stuff, you all. I'm just showing this as the ancient Sumerian tablet of the reptilian humanoids. And these humanoids, I think, exist today. They exist today, and they're shapeshifters, just like back then. You know, they didn't go away. I don't think they went anywhere. I really don't. I think they're still shape-shifting as of this day, as of the time that we're speaking right here and watching this video. They're shape-shifting, and they can only take on they can only stay in a human form for so long. That's what I think. Before they have to turn back into their original form. It's just like a fish out of water. If a fish can flop around on dry land, but it can't stay on there long. It has to go back into the water because that's where it came from. All of that. Let me flip this back over, you all, because I just want to know about it. The Anunnaki are not reptilian. See, that's what I'm talking about, Anthony. So who are they? Who are the reptilians? Are they pretending? Okay, are they pretending to be the Anunnaki? Are they? And are the Anunnaki really good and the reptilians really bad? Are they? Are they two different species? Did the Anunnaki make the reptilians? And if so, did the Anunnaki regret that they made the reptilian race? Did they regret that? Well, that is true. There is, we got good humans and we got bad humans. And you know, some animals are mean and some animals aren't. And animals, you know, they have spirits on them. They can sense when somebody's got a bad spirit on them too. So it's just really strange if you think about it, that they got these, they didn't go nowhere. They really didn't. And they were upright. It's like an upright serpent. Well, if you look at the story of the Garden of Eden and the serpent who was more subtle, what if the serpent had a body like that? What if it did? And it could walk on, I was going to say all fours, but it could walk on 2 feet. But then its original shape was that. So what if the snake or the whatever reptile in the Garden of Eden was one of these? What if it really was one of these right here? It really could have been. But you can see it looks like they kept taking. Does this like they take the throne? They're taking on the throne. Because it looks like something's sitting on a throne. It really does. Let me see if I can move this over here, you all. Yeah, we're on this. So I just want to say, can I just say something? Can I pause and say something? I am so thankful that we got this good live feed and it's not pixelating or anything because we got a good, strong bandwidth. I love it. That's what I wanted to say. I wanted to say that, you all. I really did. So we've got this symbol right here. And it's a very common symbol. In fact, it's so common that it's kind of, yeah, kind of sort of like that, but then they got this. So they got that, and then he's got that. You know, if you think about the ring, if you think about, let me flip this to me. If you think about the ring, the one ring, the Lord of the Rings, and it says 9 were gifted to the race of men. But there was one ring that was held back. Yeah. But see, the 9 rings, 9 men, 9 were gifted to the race of men, and then they were very powerful. It really was. The rings were. And then he's got a special ring with a fish on it. And that fish looks like this body right here. Yeah. So how did Christianity adopt that symbol? That's what's interesting. Right like that. And I'm not going to show any inappropriateness. I'm not. I've seen some inappropriate statues and I thought, oh, that's too much for me. It really was too much for me. Yeah. See, I really never thought about them having a fish body, like fins and stuff like that. I never did. When I hear the word Anunnaki, I think of ancient Sumerian gods. But then there's the story of Enki. There's the story of Enlil. There is. And they wrote about it. They wrote about them on stone. They wrote about the history with these fish. So it's I'm going to tell you right now, I am not an expert on this. I am a novice when it comes to this type of stuff. I find it interesting. I can think, why has it got a fish on it? That's what I ask myself. Why has he got a fish? And they got this on their heads. See that? Bing. Why do they got their hat like that? That's what's interesting. And I know this ain't a clear picture. At least it doesn't look too clear on my computer at all. And he's talking to the fish because I think I see human legs right there. So we're just going to look at these again. Look. Oh, whoa, you all. Whoa. Now let's look at this. Okay, that symbol right there looks like the NBC peacock feathers. Watch it. Look at this right here. Don't that look like that? Is that the NBC or CBS when they had that thing on them like that? Why did they choose their symbol like that? See, like that? Don't it look like that? It really does. Hello. Yeah, it kind of does look like that. Yeah, so why did they do that? Why did they have that as their symbol? They could have picked any type of symbol. Is this Greek? BR, This could be Greek or something. It could, well, it could be any type of a language. Yes, hello everyone. And if you're just tuning in, hello wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello from my heart to yours. I just wanted to show these pictures because I think it's really interesting, especially since Christianity, the symbol of it is a fish. It is. And you have this fish outfit on, this Anunnaki, and he's holding that little pine cone. You can see him again. And they probably are time travelers. Wait, what's... Oh, that's the belt around his waist right here. Yeah. So, just like that. There's really too many similarities, and they got wings. Did I tell you all? I'm going to tell you again. So we're looking at the winged men. So, when I was out in my yard, it was back in around June of 2018. And I was looking at the sky. It was the southwestern sky. The clouds were moving all over the place, and I was trying to get the two suns. I would catch them as the sun would go through the clouds. I had my setup, and I was going to catch the second sun as it came through. All of a sudden, these two gigantic columns of clouds formed. Looked like great big mountains, and in between there was a big crevice. Okay, it was massive. So I'm out there thinking, okay, I've got my camera. I'm gonna get these. I'm gonna get that sun. Guess what came out of there? I'm gonna tell you what came out. I'm gonna show you exactly what came out, you all. That's what I'm gonna show you. What came out of those clouds? It was winged beings, and I'm not joking. I'm not joking at all. Great big giant winged beings. They had black body suits on and black wings with reddish orange tips on their wings. It was a reddish orange tip on their wings. On their waist it was like a jagged, like kind of, it was like reddish orange right here, and it only went up partly to their chest. And then down here at the bottom, they had like reddish orange. But they were massive. First one came out, and I thought, is that a hang glider? Because it was massive. I thought, is that a hang glider in costumes? But it wasn't. And then another one came. There was a total of 7 of them that came out of the column of clouds. I kid you not, 7 of them. They flew right over my head. And then I was trying to film them. I was taking my camera. I thought, I have got to get a picture of them. I've got it. My camera would not take one single picture. Not one. They went toward the northeast is what they did. And by the time they got to the edge of my yard, they disappeared in the sky just like that. And I remember going on the Facebook immediately after that, because I was not on the YouTube at that time. I wasn't. They were winged beings, gigantic, black suits on with reddish orange tips. And I thought, is that like the Thunderbirds or something? It was wild, you all. I will never forget it. I'll never forget it. I won't. But it wasn't a fish suit. It wasn't. It was none of that at all. Yes, it was not one of those. So yeah, I think I've looked at all of this. I have. We're just looking at the symbolism. That's all we're looking at, because there's lots of symbolism. And obviously they got wings and they got arms. Okay, they got wings and arms with muscles is what they got. But he don't got none. He's just holding that. And now see, they don't got no wings, but they got a beak. What happened to their wings? Because I thought in another picture they had a beak. Well, no, they didn't have no wings. Nope, they didn't have no wings. Isn't that interesting? So yeah, you all, that's what I'm talking about. All of that, and then you got we got the reptilians right here, the reptoids, the race of reptiles. They shape shift. They take on human form, and it's like the Naga. And they were giant, extremely giant. But they were big, giant snakes. That would be really scary. Look, they made the statue. Wonder what this was on her arms. And there they are, you all. Isn't that neat? Ancient Sumerian tablet of reptilian humanoids. That's what it is. The Naga are from India. Wow, that's pretty interesting. You think their wings, they could take their wings off? Well, perhaps they could. But these look like two different species. These right here, they're a different species than the Anunnaki. Now his wings aren't on him right here. Then you got this fish head, and you got this. Got a little bitty bird head. Then we got this fish. All of that, and I know I've been on here for a while, so I'm probably going to be hopping off of here. Is what I'm going to be doing. Just like that. Yeah. It's ever so interesting. I bet this was a very beautiful mosaic or whatever it is on stone. I bet it was really beautiful. And you know what really gets me at times too is when you have these mosaics, I guess, on the floor. They have these, they find these ancient ruins in the desert areas. And the archaeologists only have so much time to uncover them and bring out the true beauty with all the colored tiles and stuff like that. I watched this one documentary. I don't know where it was. It was beautiful all over the floor of an ancient culture. But they had to hurry up because they were building a dam there, and they were going to flood that whole entire area. And they did. They just flooded the whole entire area. And all of that was then underneath the water, just like that. Which isn't nice. It really isn't. But that's all right. It is okay. So I am about done. I am done. I'm done. So I'm going to be going because I know this is a long video. Yeah. The Anunnaki from the next door crater Sirius infecting the Middle Earth and amid something. Yes, he does. He wears a hat like a fish. So I'm going to go, you all. I just want to thank you all for being on here. And it's hot up here, so I'm going to probably get off of here. But yeah, that's interesting why the Christianity has the fish as its symbol. And it's the same costume that the Anunnaki wear. It really is. And then the reptoids, well, they don't look like the Anunnaki. They say that one is the creator gods. They really do. There is a theory that the Anunnaki are the creator gods. But you don't hear them say the reptilians are the creator gods. They don't say that. They say the Anunnaki. So that's a theory. And there's so much history. There's so much out there. There's so many theories, so much history. And that's okay. It's nice to hear about them all. It really is. So with that being said, I am going to go. Thank you, King Ohuka Mendo. Yes, and thank you all for being on here. And thank you for your comments. And if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. I don't know what it will do. And give this video a thumbs up. Yeah, because it's interesting to explore history, even though I am not an expert. I'm just a novice. Yeah, but I like to share things that seem interesting. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And we will just push this button.